when I was really little, my mum, well, we didn't even call them poems. We did rhymes. So we didn't even have the word poem, we did rhymes. We just made up little tiny word games and rhymes and things. And sometimes it was songs, and sometimes it was storytelling. So the thing is, when I was sort of 3 or 4, something like that, I just had words, and I didn't even call them poems then, just rhymes, just little games and stories and things like this, and kind of quite musical. So it's not like a full sentence, that this happened and this, it's just playing with it. So that's the thing that makes sense to me. I go outside there and I see adverts and billboards and newspapers and speeches on the radio. That doesn't make much sense to me. But playing, and a poem to me is probably saying quite a bit in a very, very small space, and saying it quite musically, like a song or a rhythm or something like that. So it's taking all that and squishing it and squashing it down to this little tiny space. And then that becomes a whole world or a whole universe, and you can carry that with you. It's very, very musical, and that makes sense to me. Books make sense to me, stories make sense to me. And punk, what is punk? It's many things, but it's also DIY, do it yourself. As I said, we've all got a voice. We've probably been told we're not allowed to say things, we're not allowed to say this, we're not allowed to express yourself. And it's about adding your voice into the mix, saying, I've got a story, I've got stories, I've got things I want to say, I've got things I need to say. So this is a poem about me attending my first punk gig in Aberhondra in Brecon. Just there. And after this, please come up and have a look at these, so pass them around. Punk isn't gobbing or co-opting. Pop punk is DIY, it's asking why? Communities founded on noise, foundries of noise. And yeah, despite psych meds enforcing heart attack, 2 bouts of surgery, we are still beat, not beaten. We're still beat, not beaten. We're still beat, not beaten. Punk as a verb. It's not pop punk. It is chosen family. Bands from Killheads to Wire, Husker Du to Mekons, the X to the X Big Band, Poison Girls to the Nova Twins, Bruxus Maria to Maya Azarjnik, Leatherface to Shakespeare, Idols to Petrol Girls, boots firmly to the floor instead of boots to the ground. Our boots are vegan and slip on now because arthritis, but still we're beat, no beaten. Still we're beat, no beaten. Beats from Soweto, Zapatista, Rahava, Loki, his beat from beyond Calais. The heart hasn't beaten, hasn't stopped at that Blygu, a Welsh language band. Heart beat, beat, beat of Black Lives Still Matter. Hearts can't be beaten back to Orgreave. And though they singe us largactual lils in redroning, we slip their numb core and out and into undefeat. Beat, never beaten, beat, never beaten. Inside this space, guitar and bass and vocal and drums, and we're home, and season the mic, unblind the spell psychiatry has bound us with. We first learned to love our madnesses. Learn to love your madnesses. Love and rage, love and rage, love and rage. fueled, not felled. Yelling, not yelled at. Words are still our first weapon. We hit the mics till we're empty. Armistice rivers, swans back. Beats still beating. Language note beaten. Our tongue unstilled. That last nippage. Wake, dreaming. And we are actually held. Worlds nestle alongside. Thank you, multiverse, for holding us. Multiverses thanking yous. Till emptied. Black swans, their hearts beating, no beaten. Beating, no beaten. Languages still beating. And us tonguing the rivers to unstill. So it's all words, it's all languages, but language can be signed and sung and performed and danced, and signages and visuals around us. We're surrounded by it, and sometimes it tells you what to do and what to think, but take that and turn it around and play with it and experiment and explore and say your own thing in your own way. So you're singing, that's brilliant, and you're all doing things in your own way. That's what it's about.
Can I just ask what's behind prisong, or is there nothing behind it?
Well, yeah. So first of all, literally what's behind it is a marker pen, stream of consciousness. So the back layer is literally just me writing over and over and over. The word prisong, there's a wall of words out there. So it took me 7 years to make it, to have the whole idea. And it is lots of different words and crashing them together and exploding them and playing with them. So literally turning prison into song. But it was all about, there's the whole wall of words and turning scorch into orchard, so turning something around. So just playing and exploring and experimenting. So that's one of my, I think it's 50 odd words now. And it's just, so there's literally like stream of consciousness writing. So just writing and writing, like just being really angry and furious and all those horrible things and getting that out. So you can't actually read that. It's kind of grey, it's kind of misty and smoky and smoggy and grey, not just, and then getting something a bit more colourful and just doing something over the top. So, but you can also read something else into it. What is behind it for you, or what would you like to be behind it? Or when you're seeing things and thinking, like there's all this stuff coming at you, lots of thoughts and ideas and the rest of it. So sometimes you've just got like words and things you want to say. You just want to throw out lots of things. So you're listening to the radio or listening to the news and all this stuff coming at you, and it makes you think and respond, and you're just like, argh! So you're just like writing away, over and over and over again, sometimes over the top of it. So it's turning words into pictures. So there's the news coming at you, it's making and you're just turning that into this mess, this mass of like splodge and the rest of it, but then over the top of that, some colour or something different or turning something around. I think that's the best I can explain just now.